It's starting. What is up?
What's up?
This. Wow, I was about to do the outro already. I'm so out
Yeah,
of whack.
we haven't done this in forever.
Yeah, no, this is weird. We haven't sat in front of a webcam forever. We've literally just hid behind playing PS4, and it's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Wow. All right. So this is your boy GY14,
This is the third guy.
and welcome to the Dynamic Duo podcast. Don't do that. Anyway, we've got a weird amount to talk about here. We'll start with sports, and then we'll get into the major issues that we're going to talk about with like YouTube and everything else, which I think I highly doubt what people are going to talk about because number one, it's in the title. Number two, it's kind of the big deal of YouTube right now.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that here first. But first, we have Antonio Brown and Brandon Marshall having a bet with each other. They're both wide receivers in the NFL. Whoever has the most receptions by the end of next season, if Antonio Brown has more, then Brandon Marshall has to pretty much give him a Porsche. Now, if Brandon Marshall wins, then he's got to give him then Antonio Brown's got to give him a Rolls Royce. So a bunch of rich people going for cars. So, in your thought, like when you think, who do you think would win?
Who do I think will win?
Either Antonio Brown or Brandon Marshall. Grant, I know you don't pay attention to football.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't.
So, Pittsburgh Steelers or the New York Jets. We'll just go with that. Who do you think the receiving team is going to have the best career? Well, the best season to win the car.
New York Jets and who?
The New York Jets and the Steelers. So Brandon Marshall plays for the Jets. Then you got Antonio Brown for the Steelers. So who do you think is going to win that bet?
I heard a lot of good things about Antonio Brown, so I'll go with Antonio Brown.
I honestly think I agree with you. I think Antonio Brown's going to be getting a Porsche. That's it from actual sports. But sports entertainment, on the other hand, WWE has done something weird and drastic. They've implemented a draft. They've split the two shows again, like they did back when I was like your age.
Yeah.
Actually, younger than that. Like when I was like around 12 or 13, they had two shows and two different wrestlers on each show, like the multiple different wrestlers on different shows. Now that they implemented this gives people, younger talent that are in the NXT level, a chance to increase and show off their talents on these new shows. Actually, my boy Finn Balor, Balor Club, for sure, just won a shot to win the WWE Universal Championship.
Wow.
Which is going to be in the main championship of Raw, because SmackDown has the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So since SmackDown has that title, they're making this new title for Raw. He's going to fight Seth Rollins. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. That is going to be a great match.
I mean, that sounds intense.
And then
Definitely sounds like have it so divided.
See, like that lineup right there sounds great. But then you have, on the SmackDown side, they've already announced their title match for SummerSlam. And it's Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. I have mixed opinions on Dolph Ziggler, but I don't know. Like, I just don't like his. I don't know. It's just he got a title shot out of nowhere. So, but so did Finn Balor.
Twist.
So the question is, I'll ask you this for the WWE. From what I understood on Twitter, is going to be the WWE Universal title. So, or Universal Championship. but they hashtagged it as title. That's the same thing. It's a championship title, whatever. Who do you think is going to win that match? Finn Balor or Seth Rollins? Both of them are talented athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say talented, they're both talented. This is honestly a hard decision. But on my end, I think you guys already know. I think the Balor Club will form. And that is who's going to come out on top. Because I think Gallus and Anderson are going to end up joining the Balor Club. And it's going to screw Rollins over, which will turn Rollins face, make him a good guy, make Balor a bad guy, and Balor have the title. I think that will be a good way. And possibly that could lead up to something with, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Even though they hate each other, they could try to find a way to take out the Balor Club if that happens. But in my opinion, I think Finn Balor's going to win. Who would you think would win?
I have to go with Finn Balor also.
You're going with Finn Balor. Join the Balor Club, baby. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm glad to know that he's a true member. Anyway,
What?
So after that, there's a bunch of people drafted. AJ Styles went to SmackDown. AJ Styles and John Cena went to SmackDown, so they're gonna keep the rivalry going for SummerSlam probably a one-on-one matchup. The only good thing about the draft, in my opinion, it's going to give younger talent and talent that does not get the opportunity to have chances at like titles and stuff like that, a better chance of having those opportunities because they have the split brands. So they don't have to fight for spotlight as much as they normally would when everyone was together. So that's it on WWE and sports. So if you guys haven't noticed, what?
You know the thing that goes right here?
Did you make it in?
It fell in there. I'm about to pour in here. Go ahead, continue your story. Well, not story, but actually true thing.
How do you say her name? Marina Joyce?
Marina Joyce.
Marina Joyce was apparently, according to a bunch of YouTube channels, that she has been kidnapped by ISIS.
There is a lot of theories. Some people say it was by crazy people. Some say it was by ISIS. Some say she's all just making it up just to get more subscribers. There's many theories to the situation.
There's many theories. There's pictures that have shown like in her videos. There's dudes creeping in her videos, just kind of like looking and checking in on what she's doing and stuff like that. And plus, she's gained 500,000 subscribers from this. Did you?
Yeah, she gained 500,000 subscribers in one day. Not one day, 2 days.
Is it in there?
Bad. It's in here. Okay.
Anyway. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was 2 days. My bad. She gained over 500,000.
Gained 500,000 in 2 days. I wish this channel would blow up like that. That'd be freaking awesome.
I guess we gotta get kidnapped.
No. Wait, kidnapped by ISIS.
Oh, please don't say that.
Let's not get kidnapped by ISIS. Should we just redo this episode? Just kidding. We're not going to do that. We're live. We don't give a damn. So there's been multiple theories about her being kidnapped. There's apparently been a video leaked of either her or a fan or something like that.
Fan.
It was a fan of them saying, don't go to the spot where she tweeted.
Yeah, there was a spot that she tweeted saying, "Oh, meet me here at 6:30."
6:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
on a day that the event wasn't even happening. They said it was some fan was like, they're chasing after me. There's a setup.
3 people got kidnapped or whatever.
Yeah,
stashed in a car. Crazy stuff.
Crazy things. It just, to me, I don't think. Part of me thinks it's just her. I don't want to say it, and like. Me be completely wrong, and then she's actually kidnapped somewhere. But for me, I kind of think that this whole thing is just a publicity stunt. I mean, she's gotten CNN, she's gotten all the major news stations. Topic main stuff is on her at the moment because there's allegations of her getting kidnapped by ISIS and stuff like that.
And you know what the funny part is? She came out. Remember at the end of a certain video, shout out to Leafy. He said,
Leafy did say this. Okay,
who said that at the very end, like after those 2 days of madness, she said, "Oh, I'm completely fine, guys."
Yeah, and that was another thing. Oh, I'm fine. Yeah. And some people think it's a brainwashing technique, like they brainwashed her. I think it's bullshit. I honestly think it's all bullshit. Just check. Granted, she was on a video with Comedy Shorts Gamer. Shout out to Comedy Shorts Gamer. Funny ass dude. But in my opinion, I don't think that I don't know how to describe this. I don't think it's all real.
I think it's strange how people tweeted, like, if you're kidnapped or in danger like this, and she will like it. I mean, that's kind of screwed up if she's just doing that just to get more subscribers or more attention.
That's what I think it is, though.
And then some random person made a video saying, "Don't go here. Like, it's dangerous, blah, blah, blah." But at the same time, it could have been one of her friends.
Yeah, and another thing that's weird about it, though, is, like, in her video, like, if you're kidnapped, usually when you're kidnapped from someone, you don't get access to anything. No internet, no nothing. They're holding you captive. You are a dog for the most part. You sit in a cage or a room for God knows how long. And it baffles me that these people would be like, all right, you know what? We can let you make YouTube videos. We'll let you do that. Don't worry, everything will be okay. And it's just,
there were some pictures that we looked at was kind of creepy.
There were some pictures that were kind of creepy.
It still doesn't prove that she's kidnapped.
No, it could have been like a creeping
guy, weird looking guy.
Well, no, not even that. Like, it could have been like someone she knew that was just being a jerk, and like pretty much like photobombing her video. Like, you never know, because the dude kind of was like, kind of like leaning in, like it made it look like he was going, "What are you doing? What are you up to?" But he could have been just being a dick and going, "Hey," and then popping away. You don't know how long he stood in the frame for. He could have been in the frame for probably about a split second and then realized she was making a video and then backed off. Like, it could have been a neighbor or a friend. Well, not a neighbor, but could have been one of her friends that didn't know she was making a video at the moment, or like a family member that didn't know she's making a video at the moment. When it comes down to it, I think it's all a publicity stunt to get more viewers.
Even if it was real, I think they would look over the videos carefully to make sure that there's no way to prove that it was even real in the first place.
Right.
You would think they would look over that stuff.
And plus you would have like people would be rushing to her house and all that stuff to like people I've heard people apparently they called the police and everything. So this whole thing is just, it baffles me. I don't think it's real. That simple. So,
well, she says she's fine. So for now, I'm just gonna say she's fine, and that the whole thing was a stunt.
It was all stunt.
According
that's
to
about
her,
it.
She's fine. So we're not gonna go.
Hey, she's fine. Great. She's not fine. We need to figure out where she's at. Someone needs to find her.
Make sure she's fine if she actually is in danger.
But she's fine. Then live on with your lives. In my opinion, I think it was just a publicity stunt, and that
actually turned out well for her in the end because
this has been
500,000.
We're not done yet.
Jeez, dude, you keep wanting to end it so early.
I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
But that's about it on that topic because if I keep going with it, we're just gonna not even that. We're just gonna keep repeating ourselves, and it's gonna be really annoying.
So yeah, I think it was all a stunt. All right, next topic. Okay, I think this is everyone's favorite right now.
Pokemon Go is implementing trading.
Now they haven't set a date yet. There hasn't been a specific date, but they have confirmed that it is on their priority list.
You get to do trading now eventually. They're gonna make an update where you can trade. You know how exciting this is? This is freaking nuts. I love it. This is the best. We were actually, me and my buddy at work, we're talking about it. We're like, we don't want to get tired of the game, so we kind of laid off the game a little bit. But he's like, man, it'd be cool if they can implement like trainer battles or trading. And then when you brought this news to me about Pokemon and they have confirmed trading with other trainers, it's got me hyped because it's going to make anything like explode. It can make it
I
bigger.
feel like the server will crash again. I really will. I feel like
the servers. It's gonna make it bigger than it was when it opened because you're gonna have people that are gonna want to trade Pokemon, and then that will build off of the fact that people want to do fight trainers out and about, not just at gyms. So then that can actually implement like actual player battles, like where you're like literally competing.
Yeah, you don't have to just fight at a gym. That's it.
Right.
You can actually go face to face with.
Yes, exactly. That'd be cool. You'd be going up against your boy GUA14 with my 1034 CP Lapras. But I mean, trading is freaking. It can make everything explode into something more when it comes down to it.
Yeah, and those people that say, "Oh, I found a Mewtwo," I would like to see it in the trade.
Yeah.
section.
Okay.
Let me see it.
All right.
Let me see it.
You're gonna bring up this topic now.
Mhm.
Since we're gonna talk, since this has been brought up, we're gonna talk about
We're
it.
on the Pokemon conversation one.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about this. So people have came out and said, "Oh, I've caught a Mewtwo." Da, 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 da. Okay. The only way you've caught a Mewtwo is if you've hacked the game. If you've hacked the game, then your account's gonna be blocked. Now, according to Pokemon Go and Natstick, or however you pronounce the company name, they have announced it as the best Pokemon on the game to get is Dragonite. Now, some of you people may be like, who's Dragonite? And obviously that means you don't know Pokemon. Do you know what Dragonite is?
I know what Dragonite is.
For people that don't know who Dragonite is, for like new users and that just decide to hop on the Pokemon bandwagon because it's cool at the moment, he is a orange dragon. He's a giant orange dragon.
Not talking about Charizard either.
No. He's like a fat, playable looking dragon, not like a ferocious looking orange dragon. And his tail's not on fire. He actually just looks like a playful, fat dragon. His CP level max can get up to 3,100 and something. So if you see a Mewtwo at all, they have a hacked account and they should be banned from the servers. Now, Pokemon Go has actually been on top of these people that are hacked with the different
areas.
That Google Maps and locations. They're not if you're somehow from America and you somehow get to freaking Afghanistan to catch a Mr. Mime or go to Europe to catch a tourist, then shenanigans. They know it. They can tell because you're not just going to teleport from the U.S. to Europe like that just to catch it. So they've actually been on top of these people when it comes to them hacking their the areas.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
we're moving on.
I was gonna say that final topic on that is Mewtwo's fake.
Yes, for Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go,
Mewtwo's fake.
He doesn't exist. If someone has him, they have a hacked account. Report the hacked account, please, because people like that piss me off.
I would believe if you went to outer space and caught Mewtwo.
No, that's still bullshit. You still have to have a GPS. There's no GPS out in the space. Shut up. Anyway, if you see Mewtwo, report it because that's bullshit. And another thing because I can deal with a trainer getting a Dragonite and making it the best it could be. I get it. You can do that. But if you're getting a Mewtwo, there's no fucking way. There's no way of getting a Mewtwo. Or Mewtwo. Wow. I about said YouTube.
YouTube. No way of getting YouTube, man.
There's no way. But there's no way of getting a Mewtwo. That's that. We're done with Pokemon Go before I get heated on that topic.
This might get you heated also. All right. So Bradley Cooper has actually lost some fans Wednesday night. You want to know the reason why?
No.
You don't even want to know the reason why?
Why?
All right, they have to know so they know what's going on if they haven't caught up with it yet. After starring as Navy SEAL Chris Kyle in American Sniper, Bradley Cooper became a de facto hero amongst the conservative set. So they were upset to see him.
Conservative.
Okay, just let me keep reading. Set. So they were upset to see him at the Democratic National Convention Wednesday.
This is stupid. Okay. Who cares if someone's a Democrat or a Republican? This is the most politics I'm going to get into, and I'm not even going to stay on this topic because I hate politics and it makes me mad because of this reason. He's getting hate because he's a Democrat. Who cares? Live your life. Like, oh my God, they have different views than me. I gotta dislike them now. No, you would like the person if you didn't even know. Back off. Let the dude act and let him believe what he like. Let him side with whatever side he wants to be on with politics. Me, I don't care about politics. That's why I'm not going to get in this topic too much. Just if you're Republican, great. If you're Democratic, great. If you're in the middle, don't know which one, great. If you don't care like me, great. There you go. I'll still talk to you. I don't care. All right, next topic.
At Chipotle burgers.
Now, are we talking? Hold on. Are we talking Chipotle like the restaurant, or are we talking like just a regular Chipotle burger at like Chili's?
They're making so here. This is all from Twitter, by the way. So I don't want any copyright all that stuff. That last one was from word by word from Twitter. This one is also by Twitter. Okay, the restaurant chain said its plans to branch out from guac and burritos to burgers and shake with a new restaurant. So it's a new restaurant called Tasty Made, opening this fall in Ohio. Actually,
wow. Chipotle is branching their pretty much. I don't know how I feel about that though.
I don't know if it'll be good or not.
It sounds good, but like
it's not Chipotle. It's a brand new restaurant.
Right? No, I get that, but it's gonna be based. So they're gonna have to do what? They're gonna have cooked patties already, and they're just gonna throw them on a bun and be like, "What type of meat do you want?" Like, what the hell are they gonna do with that? If they do it like, I don't know, like Five Guys, for example. Some people may know what Five Guys are. Some people may not, but you pretty much just put your order in, they cook it, and that's that. Which restaurant? Chipotle. I was thinking when I first heard this that Chipotle, the actual restaurant Chipotle, the Mexican grill place, was going to start making burgers.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be retarded because people go there for burritos and bowls and stuff like that. Personally, when I go to Chipotle, I always get a double rice and double chicken bowl with corn salsa, hot salsa, cheese, and lettuce. That is my order.
I don't go there, so I don't have an order.
Yeah.
Just don't go to Chipotle.
No! You gotta go to Chipotle more. You're my brother, a.k.a. the third guy, a.k.a. my actual brother, and you have not went to Chipotle. Well, I've taken you once.
Well, you have, but like I only tried a bite of it. It was alright.
Oh, God.
You're gonna be fine.
I don't know. I might have a heart attack.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to have a heart attack.
But
we need to take you there again because you need to learn that Chipotle is good. Chipotle is great. Chipotle is great.
If you're into technology, Apple just sold their billionth. I can't talk today. Billionth iPhone. Yesterday.
Wow. I'm really shocked that it's only been $1 billion.
I'm actually into. I thought they sold a lot more than
I thought they sold a lot more than 1 billion iPhones. Now, are we talking like the newest iPhone? Or are we talking
iPhones in general?
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's actually kind of baffling. I
was surprised it went already.
Yeah,
I thought it meant like just like iPhone 6 or something.
Yeah, if that was the case, I'd be like, wow, that's actually really impressive. But like, out of all iPhones, it's kind of shitty. It's kind of terrible in a way. But you got to think, though, they only come out with the iPhones. So, and like all these other phone companies, they come out with multiple versions of Android-based phones. So, all right, in a way, good for Apple. They've stuck to one type of phone every year Well, they've upgraded the original iPhone to where it's at now. 6.
There's been 7
plus.
types of iPhones in the past.
No, there's more than that.
Are you sure? I thought I started with the iPhone 3.
Original iPhone.
3G. My bad. 3G.
The original iPhone, iPhone 3G, iPhone 3GS, 4, 4S, 5, 5S.
Oh, 5C.
5C.
Didn't think about that one.
Did I say 5?
Yeah, you said 5, 5S,
6,
5C,
6 plus,
and then
6S, 6S plus, which they're eventually, I think this time around, they're supposed to be making an iPhone 6 and 6 Plus C. Like a 6C plus.
Why?
Because I don't like the colors. Shut up. We had iPhone 5Cs. So.
I know, but like it's just it's a cheaper way for them to make more phones. That's really all it is.
And a lot of people have the 5Cs still. Like if you see it,
Mm-hmm.
the iPhones are actually reliable. In my opinion, I come from an iPhone user. I obviously am going to be a little biased, but I like iPhone. A lot of people don't like iPhone, which all right, you don't like iPhone, whatever. It's not that big of a deal to me. I thought about switching to a Droid, but then in the long run, I was like, I'm just going to stick with iPhone. Like, I know how to work an iPhone. That was the first smartphone I've ever had was an iPhone. I had the original iPhone.
I think we're good.
Dude, you shook it around there. I heard it. Yeah, you're good.
I saw something like big fell on here, so I didn't know what it was.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, so,
this kid.
Yeah, I just know that Android is more for, like, if you want to customize your phone. There's, like, more things you can do to, like, make it more, like, for yourself.
Personalized.
Yes. That's the word I was looking for. And then iPhone is just simple, easy to use. So, like, if you want to get to something, bam, you can get it just like that.
Yeah, it's very simple, and I like it a lot because of that. Granted, I like some of the features that Android has. And Android's actually done a lot with, like, they work with multiple, like, actual companies, like, makers of phones, like Samsung, LG, that's the only two I could really think of. Motorola, like the Blackberries. I think Blackberries actually have their own software. I don't even think they have Android software. But like Sony, there's another one. Like a bunch of those use Android-based operating systems. Excuse me. Whew. But when it comes down to it, billionth iPhone was sold. Congratulations to Apple.
Isn't it weird to say billionth?
Yeah,
Billionth.
Not really.
I don't know. It's not a word that I say a lot. So once I like read it first, I was like billion. Oh, billionth. Oh yeah, I got it. All right. So, fun fact. Okay, there's a cat that was lost in London and was found in Paris. Is that right? Yeah, it was lost in London and ended up found in Paris 8 years later. Just a fun fact.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay,
So a cat goes missing from London, home.
Okay.
Turns up in Paris 8 years later.
Now,
Same
I'm not good with my geography. But isn't England, and they're like a little small land of like England that is like in it like a little island almost?
Yeah.
Like if you look at a map.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that cat has swam to get to Paris. Or snuck on a boat or something like that. How would people not notice this cat is what I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going to read all of this, but pretty much the cat went missing on New Year's Eve party, and then later on, eventually got found in Paris. Right? Yeah, eventually got found in Paris, and there was like a chip inside to know whose cat it was, and it was the same chip as they put in the cat 8 years ago.
If you have a chip in your,
it wasn't a tracking one. It was just
still stupid. That's so dumb.
8 years ago, that was like 2008.
Oh,
did they even have tracking things? 2008.
Yeah,
tracking chips for animals.
I would think so. Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's the cat. There's the cat before, if you can see. Now that's the cat now. You can tell it's a little bit gray, so you know it's been through a lot.
I don't understand how someone could lose a cat for 8 years.
I think it's amazing that the cat was found in 8 years.
In a way, yeah, that's great, but yet again,
like I gave you.
What did the family do when they found the cat? Like, oh my God, we found you, or they just move on. Like,
I mean, it says on here like it was something like, oh, well, they didn't believe at first because they thought that cat was dead.
Yeah.
And then when they saw it, they were happy. They were thrilled. I said they were thrilled that they found her. And
But like, you're like, yay! Now we got a pet to take care of after 8 years of you being gone.
I just think it's awesome because usually when people lose a pet, like they're usually gone if you don't find it. So I just thought that was a fun fact, and it's pretty interesting because usually like animals, it's rare they find their way back to home.
Yeah, it is really rare for that.
Okay,
Actually,
like Jesus. Okay, I'm not trying to say anything, but Jesus. Okay,
I thought
new hype man is a 74-year-old rapping grandma.
Oh my god.
Okay, this just recently blew up on Twitter. Don't know why. It just recently blew up on Twitter. It was 2 years ago that the woman made this mixtape. 2 years ago, and it recently just got big now.
Why is this getting big in the first place? Granted, I'm not gonna get into a religious battle with anyone because that's ridiculous.
We're not doing that.
Religious battles in the comments below, even though no one leaves comments, but still, I don't want to hear it. But apparently, he's gonna.
I'm gonna look it up.
Please tell me, don't play a song.
I'm not gonna play a song. I'm just trying to look it up. It was some guy that was like famous on Twitter, I think, that posted it and said like some lady gave me this, and then like everyone looked her up, and I guess like everyone just started making tweets about it. I'm gonna see if I can find it right now.
Anyway, it seems, speaking of rap music, it seems like a lot of like parody raps and kind of like stuff like this comes out and makes people laugh, and like this the topic of it doesn't make me laugh. Don't quote me on that. That's not what I meant. What I meant was like what did you say, 72-year-old lady?
Yes. She gave me her CD at a gas station. But this guy can't really say. She's 74 rapping for Jesus.
74 years old and she's rapping for Jesus.
What does the word say? She has ghostwriters. There's people that are just blowing up on Twitter over it.
People are downloading this
and buying it at store. What is it?
They sell it at stores?
Yes, I think they're selling it at stores now.
Oh my god!
And then there's a text message sent to her, like, and she's like, "Oh, thank you. I always pray. Send me an escort of angels to send your word to the hurting, lost, lonely people. You, Mr. Keith, are the angel. God bless you." Well, that's nice. She seems like a really nice lady. But I just think it's
obviously she's a nice lady. She's not gonna be like a hardcore Kevin Gates rapper. She's rapping about God, but she's not going, "I got 2 phones, one for the plug, one for the look." Like, no, she's not doing that.
Well, my point is, I think that's neat that someone like her can like even be a part of social network nowadays. Just get big like that. I mean, I'm not trying to.
That's like William. Okay,
but I think it's neat.
Yeah, that's neat. It's like. It's going to be like a William Hung fad. You remember who William Hung was? He was the dude on American Idol. Go, she bang! Oh, baby, when she move. And that's all he knew of the song, so he just kept going, she bang!
Oh, yeah.
That guy. He made an album. Someone signed him for like a one record deal or something like that, and it was...
Wow.
It was atrocious. They brought a lot of people back in that last American Idol. And I'm kind of glad that's off the air, by the way. It was getting old really quick.
They had so many seasons for it.
There's like 16 seasons. It was obnoxious. It's like, all right, we get it. And then the thing was, they were getting beat out by like the X Factor and The Voice and stuff like that. And then they kept pushing it, and no one cares. Like, everyone has based the show, like, took American Idol, made their own show out of it, and made it 10 times better than American Idol.
Now, did they offer like something bigger for the winner that was better than American Idol? Like, what made The Voice and all that?
Well, you got to work with like actual artists. Like, they didn't just make you go on your own and be like, all right, look, this is what you're doing. They'd bring in like granted, American Idol bring in talent like every week or something like that, but like they would, The Voice, you get to work with, if you're on Blake Shelton's team, for example, you work with Blake Shelton to make sure his team wins.
That's sweet.
Like, you win to make sure he wins type deal. So that's how it works. The judges pick like a group of singers. They'll pick like maybe like 5 or 6 singers or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but they add these people to a team, and there's actually a winning team. Well, a winner But then whoever the team leader is technically has a win for the season as well. So like Blake Shelton's won like 4 seasons, I think. He's the one that's won the most seasons.
Wow.
So, but yeah, 72-year-old lady rapping about Jesus. Wow, that's like the one dude that was talking about that Vine with the old guy. That's why my crowd's getting bigger, and that's why Jesus Christ is my. I'm not gonna say that because I'm not Keemstar.
Wow. Please don't sue.
Yeah, don't sue us, please. I don't want to deal with that today. It's out of fun. Don't. We're just kidding, Keemstar. Calm it down. Drama alert. Don't come up on there and be like, "What is up? There's a Dynamo Duo podcast, and they have like 12 subscribers, and they're ripping on me about saying the N-word. I'm gonna sue." It's all out of kit.
Expect a lawsuit on your hands.
Yeah, we don't want to get doxxed. We don't want any of that. Please don't do that. That was kind of a shot, but that was technically like an unintentional shot. So don't think it was intentional.
No, it wasn't. It would have been way worse if it was.
Oh, if it was intentional, if it was gonna be intentional, trust me, I would go on our rampage about anyone, and I could just talk about anyone. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm not like that. I'm not starting drama.
Nope.
So, yet again, unintentional. Did not mean it. It was kind of funny though. You know it was funny. Keemstar. You know it was funny.
I don't think he's receiving as much hate as he was before.
Huh?
I don't think he's receiving as much hate as he was.
That's good though. It's finally died off, you know. But like, it's kind of bad how drama. There's drama everywhere in the world. You're never gonna escape it.
No.
And that's the problem with our society. Our society craves on drama. Now I'm gonna sound like Fousey too. But
watch out for Leafy.
Yeah, seriously. Next video. Oh, Dynamo Duo podcast. They use a bed sheet for their cover, their background, so you can't see anything. Hypocrite? I think so. But like, but when it comes to do it, drama, it's drama. Like no one.
It's gotta be really hard to make YouTube positive again. That hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag make YouTube positive.
That's gonna be really hard.
You're not gonna be able to do it. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. Because you got people that roast different companies. You got people that roast on people. You got people arguing with people on Twitter. It's gonna happen.
Remember how YouTube added new rules as well?
Oh yes, the new
like
rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
And smaller channels have gotten in trouble for it. Now watch. I'm gonna get a strike because I took a shot at Keemstar just being funny. Like, great. Yay. But
no offense, YouTube.
No, if that's the case, we're gonna just make an audio. Actually, I might convert these to iTunes as well. All the ones we've done, make them into MP3 files and upload them on the podcast channel, and do it like that.
What do you mean? Like, all right, talk about it later.
We'll talk about that later. Anyway, but as I was saying, drama. We're never gonna escape it. YouTube's just got to deal with it, in my opinion. Allergies are killing me today. Whew.
Thing is, they're not going to stop every single person.
No, they're not going to.
It's impossible. There's too many people that use YouTube.
There's way too many people that use YouTube. And honestly, a lot of people use YouTube for their companies too, and stuff like that. Like they promote that YouTube is not just a place for kids to just go on and have fun on and stuff like that. Like people actually take this stuff seriously, and like, granted, we upload an episode once a week, but when we try our best to get all of the information that we know about sports, like the main stuff about like football and basketball and stuff like that out to you guys, because baseball is just way too complicated to stick with. You can't. There's so many games. There's so much news on it, and by the time we get lost in it, we'll be talking for 4 or 5 hours, just sitting there talking about baseball, and it's like no one wants to hear about baseball all day. I mean, but you're gonna have people that are gonna try to cause trouble. Like it's nature. It's they say Darwinism, stronger survive type deal. And granted, I don't want YouTube to be like that, but it seems like it's going to be like that. I think, in my opinion, when it comes down to it, YouTube's not going to be able to stop drama. That simple. It's going to be hard to do.
It's close to impossible. I mean, it's not, unless you have like 1 million people working for YouTube, banning everyone that abuses people. It's not likely to happen then.
No. You have to have someone literally watching every single YouTube video that pops out. And there's millions and millions of videos that just
over 7.8 billion minutes of videos.
It's insane. It's freaking insane. But I mean, it's kind of weird being in front of a camera again. We'll talk about this for a second, actually.
Okay.
How many episodes in a row did we just use gameplay? And like we've had like people come on with people we were playing video games with and actually talk with them. There's probably been like 5 or 6 episodes where we've just played video games and talked on the microphone.
Yeah, we've been
a lot because PlayStation has done a great thing where you can use YouTube and post your gameplay straight from your PS4. You don't even have to edit anything. You can just straight up upload it live, and then it uploads. It's like this. It's like Google Hangouts. It just uploads it right there. So there's a bunch of videos. We have 3 in a row that were just straight up gameplay, and then altogether we have 5 videos of gameplay. And so it's been weird because for 3 weeks straight. 3 weeks straight,
yeah.
3 weeks straight, we've sat in front of a PlayStation and just talked. And it's kind of weird sitting in front of the camera again, which don't get me wrong, it's a great feeling. And I think a lot of people are going to be excited that we've switched back to this. Whoever's watched all of our videos, thank you. We appreciate it.
Really do.
Yeah, I mean, granted, this channel has actually grown a lot since
the beginning.
Yeah, for sure. There was a point where we had 0 subscribers and like nothing.
That's like with every YouTuber though. You have to start somewhere.
Right, but I mean, like, then we hit like a rough patch recently, but then it started to slowly, with our latest episode, it started to slowly get back up, which is awesome. Personally, I've noticed in the views that people like the front face cam stuff more.
Yes.
Don't worry, people that like gameplay, we will rotate it around. We'll figure out something to do. Honestly, it feels weird talking in front of a camera again, but it's nice at the same time. Anything else? You got anything?
Not really. It's like I don't want to like feel like I'm hiding behind the screen. And like I'm not saying like I'm talking trash or anything, but like when you're like trying to state a fact or anything, when you're behind a screen, I don't feel like it matters as more as at least seeing someone saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'd rather see the person kind of say it. Like if I was talking crap about someone, then I would rather than see them say it than like, because like last week we were talking about YouTube drama and like me and but Gary, like all of us, we were talking about drama and stuff like on YouTube, but like no one could be seen, so it's kind of like you're just listening. Like who's the YouTuber that does like drama alert, but his name he doesn't show himself. He plays gameplay.
Starts with an S.
Scars.
Is that like Scars? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Something like that. Like I mean, granted, I'm not taking a shot at him either, but he does gameplay. He kind of did what we did last week.
He does report really good news though. So
yeah, a lot of his news is actually on point and good though. That's nice. I don't know if there's nothing wrong with if you're gonna talk. All right, here's the best way to describe it. If you want to talk about someone like negative, you'd rather see something like face to face, like a face, and then see their reaction and see if they're joking. Like I took the shot at Keemstar, and it was joking because I laughed about it. Hopefully he thinks the same way, but
not.
Oh well. Anyway, do you
All
got
right.
anything else?
I mean, nothing really. I feel like we're just dragging it on.
I think we
So,
are. If
okay.
you like the front camps, leave a like. Just leave a like in general. Subscribe if you enjoy
Definitely
this. If
subscribe.
you definitely enjoy the channel, definitely subscribe. Your boy, Huntington Woods Cowboy couldn't be with us.
No.
I know. Obviously, there's not a third person, which is kind of funny because we're D2P, aka Dino, do a podcast. But there is a third member, and he's in so many episodes. But third guy shows up more. He does, which that's fine. Well, I understand. You got life. You got to figure out what's going on. That works for me. All right. On that note, it's your boy GY14. That's PlayStation, Instagram, Twitter, and that's about it for that. And that's my username for all those. It's your boy GY14.
This is the third guy.
And the Dynamic Duo podcast is out. Zaloosh Baller Club.